What's up, guys? Welcome back. Maverick here with another episode of Shaman King. So, anyways, at the end of last episode, we have got Yo and Ren both qualifying for the actual Shaman King tournament, so they're safe on that front, and all should be fine, right? We should be starting it. Well, there is actually still going to be another arc we're going to go through before we get to the actual Shaman King tournament, and I actually quite like this next arc here. I can't quite remember if they're going to go directly into it or whatnot. I think they do, but in any case, well, let's just get into the episode and see, shall we? So, let's get right into it. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, see? 1 month. So they actually have, like, 1 month to do things, you know, say their goodbyes and so on and so forth. The finals. It's still... Oh hey, she's saying the exact things that I'm saying, right? Say your goodbyes and whatnot. Oh, and I should have paid a little bit more attention there. I mean, it should be obvious now that it's an anime format, right? But all those people that were displayed there, should be... I recognize quite a few in there. I'm not sure if all of them will be in the will be coming up in the future. Like, we'll be introduced in the future. Schoolgirl uniform, Anna. I absolutely love it when they interact with each other in their school uniforms. Which is actually really, really rare, because they're about to go fight in the Shaman King tournament, right? So that is the end of any of the school elements that there might be. Right. So, anyways, as I was saying about the next arc and whatnot, I do love it because, you know, it really shows the beginnings of the teamwork and camaraderie of, you know, our main cast of characters here, right? And also, I feel like the battles and whatnot are just on a larger scale than were displayed to this point. So it really gives you a more of a sneak peek into what you can expect in the future, right? Facing up against enemies that are quite unorthodox in a lot of ways, right? Well, I mean, I think most of what we saw in the sneak peek there all appeared in the opening. I'll have to go back and check, because I was actually kind of talking to you guys during that scene. They're all here. Actually, I remember this was supposed to be right after the battle. Wasn't it? I kind of forgot, but you know, this is actually quite a common thing that happens in Shaman King, and I absolutely love it. You know, like, they're fighting to the death like just the previous episode, and then in the next one, they're just like sitting down, having a nice dinner and whatnot. It happens all the time. Don't blow his cover, Basan! Aw, they're just gonna fast forward through it. But I think that's indeed quite apt, though. Oh my god, his cape is absolutely ridiculous. The more that I mean, maybe it was like this in the original, but now that I'm watching this, like 15, 20 years later, it's just so ridiculous. His cape there. Oh, it's these two. Oh yeah, yeah. I completely forgot about these two. Yeah, we need to take care of them first. And you get to spend some time with your beloved Yo-sama. Ah, there we go. Because you might not be able to do them in the future. Alright, the importance of the mundane. Well, I guess technically she's right, right? Yeah, come on, go away, shoot! Yeah, we gotta take care of these two first. Alright. Alright. This part is definitely not exactly, uh... See, that's your true personality. Yeah, I'm not that big a fan of these two. Although they are actually kind of important. Don't get me wrong. All the characters that we've seen once here, we will see them again. Electric Biwa loot. Bows. You know, that's not as outlandish as you might think. I know on YouTube there's actually a an actual monk who raps, and in fact he even chants mantras to like to hip hop beats and whatnot. I mean, I'm sure you can just like search on YouTube like rapping monk or whatnot, and you can find it. Oh yeah, it's called a sutra, not a mantra. Sorry. Just let them go. Damn, listen to that electric guitar. Okay. Okay, actually, I kind of changed my mind. I think definitely these two show a lot more impact due to this being an anime form, right? You can't really do anything in a musical based kind of a duo if it's in manga form. And so again, this new this new enemy that's shown up, right? Once again, they represent a different kind of culture, a different kind of religion system. Chimi chimi Mario. Actually, oh, do I think how this guy was beat? I remember now. I remember now. We're about to see one more guy come back. Yeah, I'll listen to this. Hey, here we go. Want to venture and guess who is his spirit? This is actually quite funny, right? Because I actually completely forgot about that as well. Both during the manga when I was reading it, and right now in the anime as well. I completely forgot about Ryu. Whoosha. Oh, Housama. You guys still remember him? Ah, there he is. How? Ah, to think what he becomes at the end. The funk. Yeah, his tenacity is definitely similar to Ryu. And that's the one thing that's gonna propel him going forward. Because as far as spirits go, it's quite no, it's let's go. And anyways, compared to all the other spirits, definitely his has a long way to go. I knew it! This is my best place! Oh no. Alright, never mind. No, they. Drill Sergeant Anna. And yeah, she did get a little bit pissed uh, by those two going off. shopping for groceries. Well, you eat the sweet bun because you're in a bad mood. No, they kind of missed out on translation there. All he wanted was to become the Shaman King, not become a shaman. Now, even though this part does seem a little bit edgy, but if you do think about it, Rin is actually, out of all of these people here, he is the one that has actually killed people, right? Literally killed people. So, don't let the fact that he looks like, just a small dude, mid-schooler, um, distract you from the fact that he has killed a lot of people. And there's the next arc. And this is the one, this is the part that I'm looking forward to. Alright, I believe that is it for this episode. So, thank you guys. I'll see you guys after this. Well, alrighty, so we have our preview for the next few episodes here, and as I mentioned, that is the arc that I'm looking forward to, which is of course taking on the Tao family. Obviously, it's not just gonna be Ren off doing his own thing, doing it solo, because that would be kind of boring, right? We're gonna bring the whole gang together to have some fun, so look forward to that part. And for the rest, well, this episode really could be viewed more as an in-between episode, right? Especially with the reintroduction of Ryu, the introduction of the Boz brothers, which I never really took that. I never really liked their characters all that much, but, to their, and especially in this introduction scene, which honestly seemed more like a gag scene more than anything else. But, to their credit, I feel like they did utilize the medium as best as they could, right? I think this is an example where, the scene with the boss, with those two is a bit more interesting within an anime form because you get to hear the music as well and so on and so forth, right? And so that was pretty neat. But really, it's the most important thing for that was just to reintroduce Ryu and to let everyone know that yeah, he's also in the Shaman King tournament as well, and also to bring up this this lurking enemy Hao, right? Which is of course going to be super important in the future here, but no spoilers just yet, right? And speaking of other introductions, I went back and checked the Shaman King tournament, all the other contestants that they showed there, and indeed, I think most of the important ones were displayed, especially when talking about factions, right? The X-Laws are there, the Hao faction is there, the Buddhist faction is there, and various other bits and pieces as well, which we'll get into later. Beyond that, though, I feel like the biggest thing to look at for this episode, at least to me, actually, is, once again, the philosophy of Yo, right? How he treats these situations, as well as the night before Ren's departure. Because I actually do feel like that is important. Both of these things are important because even though they're not introducing characters or concepts or whatnot, they do pretty much represent the feel of this entire series, right? Yo's, what Yo said about, hey, this to him is what is the most important thing right now, to continue on with his everyday mundane life because he's not going to be able to get it back in the future. It's not exactly a new concept, especially nowadays, right? I'm sure there's many other works. At least in the back of my mind, I feel like there are other works that have the main characters doing something of this sort as well. But I don't know. To me, it just feels a little bit special for this series to have this kind of concept. Maybe because it was earlier, and also because maybe it's just for Yo, that's his number one priority, right? In a lot of other shows or other works or whatnot, the main character might need to be reminded of, hey, it's actually a good idea to take a break and enjoy the moment as you can, right? But for Yo, that just comes naturally. So I do feel like, once again, that is important in building Yo's character and understanding how exactly he goes forward in these kinds of conditions, how is he going to react, and so on and so forth, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is actually so the night before Ren left, right, where they had this sort of great, I'm not really, I don't know if they kind of changed some things from the manga. I seem to recall that it happened immediately after the battle, but, maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering stuff. But basically, that scene is important because it also, kind of it's a kind of a sneak peek as to what will happen in the future as well. It's the entire idea of Shaman King, even though they are fighting to the death in a lot of these situations or whatnot, right? They represent different ideals, they represent different beliefs, and so on and so forth. They're all fighting to become the Shaman King. Even actual foes and whatnot, they are going to eventually come to some sort of maybe not quite peace, but at least to some sort of understanding with Yo and the main characters and whatnot. At least to be able to say, all right, look, I disagree with you, and I don't particularly like you, or I don't endorse your methods or your beliefs or whatnot, but I'm still willing to sit here and have a nice chat, have a nice dinner with you, and so on and so forth, right? So this actually happens a lot in the future as well. To me, it's always been a sort of a very unique aspect and a very interesting aspect of this series, and I actually love it when it happens, right? Like, two guys could be fighting to the death just yesterday, or maybe even earlier in the same day, and then at night they're basically gonna be like, yeah, let's have dinner, fool around a little bit, even have a bath together and whatnot. I remember there's a saying in Japan. I'm not really like some sort of common saying or whatnot, and that is by bathing together is the only time when you can fully reveal yourself, right, to others, and this is both on a figurative and a literal level, right? So being naked in front of others, being in the bear in front of others, but also being in the bear mentally as well, and within your heart, being able to say the entire truth and basically that kind of perspective, right? So it actually ties in quite well with how Yo and Anna have this entire onsen hotel thing going on and whatnot, and I do feel like it's also a very unique aspect and a very important aspect of this anime, of this work as well. So do keep that one in mind. And yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. There were a few mistranslations and whatnot, like, another one I kind of remember just by skimming through, like, at the very end there with Anna being like, okay, I'm gonna be the drill sergeant now, I'm gonna train all of you. I think she mentioned something like electric chair. I went back and listened through it. It should mean, air chair, right? Air squats, right? Even though she's quite strict, she's not gonna send anyone to the electric chair, okay? She's not that, sadistic here. But yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. So again, looking forward to the next one, and I will see you guys there. So stay tuned, and bye-bye.